Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we had to move Relationship Wednesday to today, Thursday. Sorry about that. I was hanging out last night, and we have a good topic coming up for our relationship Thursday, I guess I say, since it is Thursday. Our topic tonight is going to be about money and relationships, and also we'll tap into a little bit on the religion topic. So I have Chef Kev that's going to come in the building and chat with me. So let me bring him in the building.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
what's going on?
Nothing much. Another blessed day.
Beautiful,
Blessed and highly
beautiful.
favored.
Wonderful. So we're here today. We didn't have our relationship Wednesday yesterday. We're going to have it today. Our conversation about relationships. And we've been going through so many interesting topics, been getting different feedback on the topics that we have been throwing out there. I thought it was a good week to segue into the money topic, and how that relates to relationships and impacts relationships, because it does. We have to talk money. You can't function in a relationship or in life without money and talking finances. And so the biggest topic I think I want to kick the conversation off with is, do you think it is possible for a relationship to thrive when the woman in the relationship makes a significant amount of money, more money than her mate? Will he be able to handle it? Can he handle it? And can that relationship work? So your thoughts on that?
I think it can work. Depends on the individual. Depends on how the man takes it. Um, when you hear men say things like, "I pay the cost to be the boss," I think it's about control. You know, they feel they make the significant bread, they control the situation. And I think when they have women who make a significant amount more than them, they feel as if they don't have that control. Like they can't say, well, this is I bought this car. It's my house. She got her own money. I think sometimes that plays an important part. But as far as like I said, it depends on the man. You know, and it depends on how the woman makes him feel. If she makes him feel less than a man, he's going to be out. I always go back to that movie Soul Food when they was in the car and she said, only sold such and such $1,000 in the bank was yours. I need a joint account. I remember saying I knew it, every shit was over. If we together, you shouldn't be saying, okay, we got 20,000 in the account, but only 7,000 is mine, 13,000 is yours. Once you do that, that's where the issue comes in. So I think if you don't throw the money in his face, or even vice versa, I don't think it should be an issue. But it depends on the individual. Some people just can't do it. Some people have no problem doing it.
You said if she doesn't make him feel less than a man, how does someone else's actions determine another person's feeling?
Well, I mean, I've seen it where women who are the breadwinner um, made statements, made comments, and you meet some guy meets a woman who's making seven figures, and he's not, and she says something like, "Well, I bought this damn car. You gonna do? You know what I mean?" And trying to use her money as control. Nobody's gonna deal with that. I heard an old saying a long time ago: if I can't feel like a man in the house that I'm in, I'm gonna find a house I can feel like a man in. Whether it's a mansion or it's a one bedroom apartment. But no man wants to feel less than a man. And so, I mean, it depends on how the situation goes. If I'm the breadwinner and in your mindset, my money is yours, and you okay with that, but then now you're the breadwinner, but now your money is yours, and you're kind of looking down on me because I don't make the same amount of money you make, it could be an issue, you know.
But the question is, you said if she makes him feel less than a man,
Mm-hmm.
how can what someone else does make the
Or
man
says,
feel less than a man or says?
yeah, it depends on the individual. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna feel less than a man, but we all have our little situations. Women have their thing, men have their thing, and it's just certain things we do as men, and we don't want nobody to try to break that. Like a man not working, he lost his job, he got laid off, and a woman letting him know that he ain't working. You know, that can make you feel like, okay, wow, you coming at me like this? You know, I'm not working. It's not like I'm some lazy dude who don't want to work. I got laid off. The company got bought out. They laid people off. It happens. You know, so it depends on how you deal with it. So it's on how you speak to people. I mean, like you said, use your words, but words do hurt. And truth be told, words do hurt. So if you come at it like that, like, yeah, I got this money, and he gonna look at you side eye, be like, I'm not dealing with this. So I think that's when it can become an issue. But like I said, it depends on the individual. You know.
Words, yes, words certainly do hurt. That is definitely agreeable. And yes, there are circumstances and there's times where anything can happen and a person can lose their job. But it's like, okay, you lost your job. How long do you wallow in that before
Well,
you
it's
get
not
back out there
wallowing.
and
It's
hit the payment and get something new? Women make men feel less than a man all the time. We are supposed to uplift and support. Oh, 100%. Your mate should uplift and support you. It should go both ways. Um, I don't know. I guess there are women out there that make men feel less than a man, but I don't know about all the time. Um,
it's like, I'm gonna tell you something. It's like pulling rank. I tell people this all the time. At some point, somebody's going to pull rank. Okay. I don't care how much they say, this is mine, this is ours, this is ours, this is ours. At some point, somebody's gonna say, well, it's my damn car. Well, this is my house.
mm.
And that happens. People will pull rank. People will pull rank, and I see it happen a lot of times. I see it happen a lot, and it's not going to happen when everything going good. It's when you get into an argument and somebody's frustrated, and the words come out their mouth, and they say something messy, and then you have that
but
situation.
that, but then it, okay, so that's another point you're bringing up there. To me, though, if you can say that, what you can say out in an argument, that's how you've been feeling all along. You like words just don't slip out of your mouth. So, in my mind, when you say something, whether it's in an argument or what or whatever the case may be, it didn't just slip out of your mouth. That was a feeling that you've been had, and the argument is giving you an excuse to let it come out of your mouth. I've never, I get it in relationships, things happen and people, but you said somebody's gonna pull rank. I've never experienced where just randomly rank was pulled, like, oh, that's my car, this my house, or I bought this or I bought that. So it has to be some feelings that you've been had there and was feeling some kind of way about being the breadwinner, about being the one who purchased most of the stuff for an argument to arise, and then all of that other stuff comes out.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, you're right. But like I said, it don't come out when everything good. It comes out when there's an argument and there's disagreement. That's when it comes out. You're not gonna have a good day, go on a date, everything good. Somebody says, "Oh, this is my damn car." It's not
No,
gonna come out like
no,
that.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is that an argument can happen, but if the argument is about X and you bringing up A, B, and C, what I'm saying to you is then you've been wanting to bring up A, B, C
Hmm.
because you're not dealing with X. X is the reason why you started the argument, but now you bringing up ABC. I'm saying you always felt that way. That's why I try not to argue. I try to stay calm because once you say something, you can't take it back. And Latia, I agree with that 100%. And that's my model also. I'm not one that it'll take a lot before I actually physically verbally have an argument with someone, because once you use those words, you can't take them back. You can apologize, but you said it at the beginning of this conversation, Kevin. Words hurt. And so once you use those words, you can say sorry, you can say this, but you already did it. It already landed on the person. And unfortunately, you have no control over how your words are going to land with somebody. And that's why you have to choose them carefully. So I don't know. I wouldn't randomly, first of all, if I got with someone that made significantly less than me, before I went further with them, I would make sure that I'm okay with it. And if you're okay with it, then those conversations should never come up. And if they do come up, then that means you're not okay with it. If you
But
can say to somebody, if Kevin, if there's a relationship and it doesn't matter who has the money, right? One person makes significantly more money than the other, because it could be vice versa. It could be a man that makes way more than the woman, and then after a while he's tired of being the one that has to pay and shell out for everything, right? So, and maybe he had to buy her the car, maybe he had to buy her XYZ. So my thing is, don't do it. And then later on, every time something happens, you're going to bring that up. Well, I bought your car. Well, I'm the one paying the mortgage. Well, I'm the one this.
well,
You do what you got with. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, you're right. But like I know couples where I didn't know that the woman was the breadwinner. You know what I mean? I didn't know who was the breadwinner. They did everything together. They moved together. When people seem to let you know, things like, I seen it one time, and it makes me question their relationship. I think I told you a story one time when a lady was moving on from her husband, and she was like, I don't need him no more. Because now she had upgraded her job and she was making a significant amount of money. And so it was like, I felt kind of bad for him, but she was like, I don't need him no more. So situations like that, but it makes you think about why this person got with you. If they're a school teacher is not going to make as much as an engineer, and you're an engineer. So you can't get mad at a school teacher's only bringing home 50, 60,000 a year, and you're bringing home six figures. You know what I mean? So the person you're getting with. There are a lot of different fields out there that even with degrees, people just don't bring home as much as the other person. And so it shouldn't be yours and mine. It should be ours. And that's what it comes down to. I think once you start splitting hairs and you start saying, well, this is mine, and that's mine, then you got an issue. But when you come to the table and you're like, we're in this together. This is our mortgage. This is our car note. This is our situation. Then it is what it is. But you don't have to grandstand. You know what I mean? And I know from a man, I hate being out of work. I don't care how much money I got in the bank. I just hate not working. You know what I mean? It's just something about bringing home a paycheck. I don't know why. That's just the way I feel. Okay, I'm not chauvinistic. That's just the way I feel. I married a woman who made more than me, so it was never an issue with that. But I just love bringing home. I like having a job. So when I don't have a job, I can feel some kind of way. So you'll see me do way extra stuff around the house, something. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel. The last thing I need is somebody throwing it up in my face that I don't have a job. You know what I mean? So
Celeste Tia said you can be okay with it in the beginning, but sometimes things shift. I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
I, I,
And
I think
so
that's when you're not authentic.
what happened? No,
I think
not
that's
necessarily. Not necessarily. I think that when you get into a relationship, um, you know, we're all constantly evolving. And maybe at the time you got with the person, you was one person or you was in a certain space in your life. And then you evolved and you grew past that. And the person may be stuck still at that one spot. And maybe you try to hang in there with them for a little bit to hope that they come back to where you are and y'all can be like meeting in the middle again, so to speak. But if they never get there, then they don't evolve with you. What do? Are you
well,
obligated to stay? No, you got to say, you know what? When it was good, it was good. And now we're
but
no longer good. So we got to move on. Yes, go ahead.
but that's when I think you try to get with somebody or they say like minded people. So
You can
um
be like-minded in the beginning and later on you're not.
maybe not, but my thing is you have to see the adjustments in people. I guess I mean if we're sitting there and you know I'm making more than my lady, but then she starts doing something that's making a lot of money and is bringing it into the house. I'm gonna see how can I assist her with that. You know what I mean? Well, let's do this. Let's do that. You know what I mean? When you see people who, let me give an example. I don't know this situation because they don't really talk about it. But you look at Oprah and Stedman. She made way more than that man made. Way more than that man made. You know what I mean? But they're still together. You know, and so I don't know.
Still
You know,
together, never married.
true. And
So
she said,
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when she's done, if she's ever done, she don't have to worry about half, uh, uh, a prenup, or this, or that, or whatever. So
"Well, they do live together."
maybe her level of trust comes in knowing that the fact that at any given day when she's done, if she's ever done, she won't have to worry about a dime.
Well, I think
Um,
he did sign a
see,
prenup.
huh?
I think he did sign something because they live together. They
So
do
yeah,
live together.
you could live together. That what does that
It's
mean? You can
common
live
law
together.
depending on the state. 'Cause I think now she live in California. Depending on the state, it's common law.
But
So
Tia, you're saying not true, but I don't know what you're saying not true to. If you can elaborate for us. Um, but yes, but I think listen, everything is couple based, true. But if we talk generic, I think that a lot of men have a problem when the female makes more money than them. I'm not saying all. I'm saying there's a lot of men that have a problem with that. Um, and And that's where perhaps, some women are having difficulty, finding a mate, because now, in the world, there's a lot of women that are highly educated, that are in these high powered jobs, that have started their own business, and their earning potential is greater than the earning potential of their mate. And, maybe they're willing to share, but their mate is intimidated by the amount of money and the potential, of money that they have to make. So kind of let's segue this conversation into the religion piece of it. Do you think that a couple who they practice, and the religion itself doesn't matter, I don't want to get into a religious conversation, but do you think that the couple can get together if they come from two different religious backgrounds? And if they do come together, how do they decide which one they will practice together as a couple? And then if they are going to have children, which religion will the children, be to start off with? Eventually, I guess the child can make their own decision, but how will they start this union?
Well, I mean, it could. I think it could be messy with the families, but as long as the two individuals are into it, you know, someone's one denomination, one such and that, and then somebody wants to be baptized like this. The other grandmother wanted to be baptized like that, and so that's when the family has to come together and be like, "This is our child. This is what we're going to do," and you deal with it. Um, but in that aspect of it, you know, my thing is, you knew when you got with them what they were. Also, you know, if every Saturday he or she went to the mosque, then it is what it is. If every Sunday they go to church, this is what it is. Don't get mad that they eating pork chops. Eat pork when you met them. They eat pork chops. You ain't had a problem with it before. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Look, they had a pork chop sandwich when you met them, but you overlooked it. So now you're here, and now you want to switch things up. So I mean, it's to each his own, but I don't think that it should matter because, like I said, the basic religions have the same values. Both religions have the same values, and so that's how I look at that. If you practice that religion, and to me, people who truly, truly practice their religion on a regular basis, like continuously practice their religion, I don't think they're going to get with someone who's not like-minded like that. I just don't see that happening. You know,
I've seen it happen,
it can happen,
but
but I just don't see it happening.
yeah. So let me ask you this question. What is the best advice someone else has ever given you in terms of relationships?
Wow. Um, it's a good question. I had a bunch of it. I got a bunch of advice, but I'm gonna bring up something that came up. Uh, it's funny. It came up because of water. I was at a gym and everyone was telling me to drink this alkaline water, and I was drinking the alkaline water. And so I said I don't feel no different. They said you got to keep drinking it. And I drank it for about 2 months, and the guy was like, "Yeah, you feel different?" And I thought about it. I said, "Kind of, sort of." By the third month, I'm going away to the gym. I left the water at home, so I just went to Walmart and got some 88-cent gallon of water. And when I drank it, I realized I didn't feel no different. I really didn't. And I was talking to my man Mike. I said, "Yo, I'm sitting there thinking that this water was working." And he said, "When do you ever have to think how you feel?
Mm.
When do you ever have to think about how you feel?" And it just hit me. And he was talking about the water, but he just said that, and that's something where you know what you know. You can hide from it. You cannot admit it, but you don't have to think about how you feel. If you love somebody, you love them. If you don't want to be with them, you don't want to be. but you should never have to think about how you feel. You might have to think about how to put it into words,
Mm-hmm.
but you never should have to think about how you feel. When you angry, you angry. When you upset, you upset. You should. I'm gonna think about it. Am I upset? Nah, that don't go. When you upset, you upset. So, one thing about relationship, you never should have to think about how you feel. You should know how you feel the whole time.
You should know, I like that. You should know how you feel, but you also gotta kind of know, like I'll tag on to that and say that when you know how you feel, you gotta go with those feelings. Because I think there's a lot of times that we overstay our welcome in relationships. Or we just, if you don't even want to say the word welcome, we overstay in a relationship when, like you said, you don't have to think about how you feel. You know how you feel. You know that you like, okay, I'm not feeling like this person is loving me the way I love them. You know that. But like you said, what do you do with that information? So do you sit there and stay and play with your own emotions? When you know, like you like, okay, something's not right, something's not good. So when you feel something is not good in a relationship, you can use your words, but if the other person doesn't really want to be truthful with you, like what do you do with that information from there?
Uh, see, the whole deal is, my dad said this to me one time. You got your plan, and she has hers. Okay, you got your ideas, and she has hers. And so, what you're thinking, you can say what you want. It's your actions that speak louder than anything. And so you could sit there and say, you know what, I'm good being with somebody. I don't want to get married, but knowing deep down inside you really want to get married. But you're settling for the relationship because you feel you got a good man, right? And then somewhere in there you pop up how many years later and say, I want to get married. He's looking at you side eye like, what you talking about? I thought you wanted what I wanted. I didn't want to get married. I feel I didn't need a piece of paper. And so you didn't express how you truly felt. So you can feel how you want to feel, but do you express that? How do you express that? Sometimes people bite their tongue because they might feel lonely, or they feel, you know what, I found something good, but you know what, I sit here. They know they want this or they want that, but they're you know what I mean, bite their tongue on something.
I'm gonna go back for one moment to something I think Tia said earlier. You can change your mind. Things can shift. Things can pivot. So maybe initially the person didn't want this, but now they do. And so my thing is though, once you tell the person, okay, you know what? At first I didn't want kids. At first I did not want to get married. But here I am 365 days later and I want all of that. So it's like you have a right in a relationship to change your mind, to shift, to pivot. And it's really a matter of the person like, okay, are you pivoting with me? Are you feeling this with me? Or do we part? But
Well,
I think, go ahead.
no, that's where it comes to the point because I've known several guys who told me they got married because their wives wanted to. I've had
So
guys
it,
tell me, like, yeah, they
it
didn't. They was like, they felt like I didn't want to get married no more. I've been through a marriage. I've been through 2 marriages, and I didn't want to get married again. So why are you married? Because she wanted to get married. So they wanted to make their wives happy. Their wives really wanted to get married, so they gave them what they wanted. So
but they gave them what they wanted, but they had to somewhat want it too.
yeah, I don't think it, to me. I look at it like, how can I put it? If I'm truly in love with you, I may not. I may go beyond want something that I don't want to do because I know I don't want to lose you. So they could sit there and say, you know what, I really don't want to get married again, but you know what, I don't want to lose this good woman, so I do it. And I think that's what you call sacrifice. When you got something, and we all have been through different relationships and stuff like that, but when you got something and it's real and it's true and you don't want to live another day without her, you will sacrifice. You will change it. You would.
But you calling that a sacrifice though? If you really,
I don't say
if
sacrifice. You would help. You would do something to keep her happy. I don't say sacrifice like you're giving up, but I'm saying is you would do something if if you got with a man and this man treats you the best like anybody ever treated you, but you know he I don't know he wants something else. I could see you saying, you know what, I'm not going to lose this man to this, so I'm gonna give him what he wants. Now if some people are definitive, look from the door, this is what I want. That's fine. But people could change their mind. You have a right to change your mind, but you
all
also you
right,
have the right
so
to.
I'll answer your question. I'll say this. The best advice that I ever got about relationship, and I kind of was debating on it. I was like, do I like this advice? Do I think it to be true? And I come to the conclusion that it is true, that you can't tell everything. Because unfortunately, there are people out there that will end up using the information against you. So now you know what I'm like, and I really contemplated with that, and I thought about it, and I just feel like I was like, you know what, you're right. You cannot tell every single last thing about your life to your potential new mate, to your mate, because I think eventually people end up using the information against you. There are very few people out there, they're rare, they're like unicorns who you can divulge all of the information to and they will never turn it against you. But as I stated, those are unicorns, they're rare. They're like the diamond in the rough that can hear your deepest secrets, that you can tell them everything and they'll never pop it back up against you. But they're a dime a dozen. So, I just thought that was some great advice that, I'm usually when I'm close to someone, I'm loose with the lips, but I'm learning to pull back a little bit and wait to see, can this person really handle it? Are they a unicorn? Are they the diamond in the rough? So, that's the advice that I would throw out there as one of my best pieces of advice that I got in terms of relationships. And when I say that, I mean male, female, whatever, whether it's going to be like one of my best girlfriends or a girlfriend or, a male relationship that I'm going to get myself into. Hold on to your treasures because people don't know how to handle and hold on to your information.
At what point though do you? How can I put this? Now, I understand when you say don't tell everything. I can't remember everything, so that's part of it. But at what point? Because people will be messy and throw stuff up when you think they will not. You know what I mean? And so, to me, it's like, how can I put it? I
You
heard
should
this comment. I heard this comment before, right? And this dude said this. He said, and there's a woman said, she says, I don't want to hear from the person you slept with before you tell me you already slept with them. Like in other words, they don't want to hear from somebody else that they had sex with you before hearing it from you. And a lot of times I've seen things like that, and I'm telling you, 10, 15 years later, somebody at a barbecue had a little something to drink and started running their mouth. And I've seen things go left. So it depends on um, what the
what
secret
the
is.
information is. It don't necessarily have to be a secret, but I see what you're saying. What the information is, but the thing is, you know what? if the person is in the past, they're in the past.
Hmm.
I don't. What I wouldn't want to hear about is, it's a current person that happened during my time together with the mate, and I'm hearing that, oh, this other person is in the picture now. That's a whole nother ball game, and that's messiness. Um, but if it was somebody in the past, whatever, as long as that somebody in the past is not my bestie, my cousin, or a family member of mine. Now that's
Those
a whole
things,
nother ball game.
those things. I'm telling you, I've been there and I've seen it, and I'm like, and you
But
looking
that's
at her,
that's
and
a
you
whole
looking at
nother
him, and you
ball
like,
game. That's a whole
huh?
nother ball game. All
I've
parties
seen it.
involved
I've
was
been
being
there. I've
messy.
been at the party.
Yeah, well,
Walk through
I'm
the
just
door and
saying,
like, ain't that such and such?
all parties involved in that situation was being messy. And if my family member didn't tell me, I'm gonna be a little more miffed at the family member, like, yo, where we do that at?
It was. I'm gonna say this. They hooked up. They both didn't. He didn't know who she was with, and she didn't know who he was with. They both had somebody. They hooked up. It was away somewhere. Had a one time thing, maybe two time, and then they went their separate ways. And then something came up, and her dude was the cousin of his woman on some family union stuff. And he's sitting there, and everybody's sitting there, and I'm like this. Ooh, yo, remember Shorty? Yeah, she right here. What? I mean, everybody kept their mouth shut, but then, of course, years later, somebody said something, and you know what I mean? This happened in the '90s, but when somebody said something, it was 2000 something, and somebody ran their mouth. And
Well,
so,
the family member should have said something. So my next question is, like, why did your last relationship end, and what would you do differently, in your next relationship?
it ended because she wanted it to end. Right? Simple as that. Um, what would I do different? Uh, it's so many things. Um, Not moving in unless I'm married, and I can tell you that much. But damn, you got a 20-room mansion with maids and with I don't care. You can have Oprah Winfrey money. Hey, I stay right here. That's not gonna happen.
But
Um,
I guess you're connecting. I guess you're connecting that if you get married, there's a different level of commitment.
mhm.
Um, oh, you feel that way?
Because is well, first of all, you can't you can't do no slick monkey nut stuff when you marry. It's a whole other ball game. There's laws to it. There's laws to it.
I listen, Kevin. I know the laws. There's laws to it, but can I tell you, there's people that still do it.
Yeah,
Dr.
but
Dre
it's
doing it right now to his wife Nicole. Okay, so yeah, she's waiting and hanging in the wings to get her money, but that's on the major level, and he's doing it. There's people on lower levels that have done it, and I've seen it. I have
but
friends
what
that are divorced,
what I'm
and
saying
they
is
still got done dirty and raggedy. But
yeah,
go
he can
ahead.
get done dirty and raggedy, but guess what? He could never. He could. She wouldn't be homeless.
Says
He
who?
couldn't do that.
Says who?
Dre White by
Oh, forget
California
about
law.
great white. Just talk general. Says
Okay.
who? Says who? Just cause you married, you won't be homeless? Says who?
Hmm. Those people don't know because they can't. You cannot. You cannot trust me. And there, maybe depending on where you live, you cannot just say, "Oh, um, like I'm." You just can't do slick stuff like that. You can't. You can't. I mean, you can, but at some point, it's gonna bite them in the behind unless they really don't care. So if you
No,
sit,
you can care and it can still bite you in the behind. And it may come down to who got more lawyer money than the other. There's not every single case of a divorce where the guy is going to end up having to pay the wife's attorney fees or vice versa.
hmm
I got friends that went through it. It depends on a whole bunch of stuff. And then the housing part, that also is dependent upon a lot of information too, on what you're going to get, maybe not get, or well, or won't get. There's plenty of couples out there that got divorced and got done dirty. If you got a husband that know how to hide that money, what money you gonna get if nobody can discover it? What money you getting if you can't get a lawyer to fight bigger and badder than their lawyer? What you gonna do if the judge doesn't say, "Oh, you gotta pay her lawyer fees," if she doesn't have enough money? What you doing?
I'm just going by my situation. In my situation, it told me straight up, you ain't got to go nowhere. She can act a monkey nut fool. You ain't got to go nowhere. So it depends on, like I said, states are different. The state I lived
Yeah,
in was
Kevin, we could agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, if somebody says something crazy, somebody is going to have to go somewhere.
yeah,
And I'm
but
not
it's
going to use those words on here because they don't, they shut us down real quick. But if all the woman got to do is say something crazy, and you think you're not going to have to get out that house,
it
brother,
depends.
yes, you will.
You already went there. I know the law. I've been down there. I mean, that didn't happen to me, but I knew the law on it. I knew the law. The only time
No, but
where
I
I was
think the
living.
point, God, I think the point is that you feel that marriage is going to change the level of commitment to the
No, it's
person.
not. It's not going to change the level of commitment. It's not saying if you cheat, people get married and still cheat. That's not the issue.
Okay.
People, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it's a lot different. It's a lot different situation when you're married. Okay, it costs to get out. Okay, you don't just walk away. It costs to get out. So, um,
It
but
costs to get out if there's money involved.
yeah, no, it's cost. It's money or not. It's cost to get out. I've
Yeah,
been through
Kevin,
it.
but if there's no money really involved, you can go get a $399 divorce.
That still costs money.
If- yeah, okay, but you doing semantics now.
No, I'm
If
being honest with you,
if
but it
if
still
if,
costs.
if, if, if yeah, it costs $399. There has been couples that were not married that been together and the separation cost more than $399. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have a couple where the husband really has zero assets and the wife really has zero assets, when it comes time to dissolve, zero equals zero. But then you have a couple where one person may have a bunch of assets and the other person doesn't really have anything. And then it gets messy to dissolve. But you can, if you put somebody out of the house, yeah, maybe it's not legal to do it, but if they already do it, for the person to get back in, by the time you go through all of them courts and the paperwork, so you acting as if just because that person has a piece of paper, they back in the door. That's not the situation. If somebody puts you out, Kevin, and they change the locks, you could go to the police station and be like, "That's my house. I live there, blah, blah, blah." They can't even get into that domestic nonsense. They're going to be like, "You're going to have to solve that in the court." You think the court going to see you that day and be like, "Oh, let him back in"? And then once you out of that house 30 days, that's a whole nother set of laws you dealing with. Then you got to prove that you was kicked out and didn't just leave. But if you want to go there and say because you went and got a piece of paper, it changes the level of the relationship, okay.
I know what I've been through, so.
Yeah, you know what you've been through, but we got to talk laws across the board. You're
But
saying you
it's
know what
law,
you've been
laws in
through
different
with a
states.
divorce.
Laws in
And
different states varies.
right, but you're saying you know what you've been through with a divorce, and they told you they didn't have to leave. But what I'm saying to you is, even if we don't get into all of that, you're saying that just because a piece of paper was signed off on, that makes a difference on the lasting time of the relationship?
Can I say something?
Of course you can.
A guy I worked with, his woman did that to him, literally. And I said, "What did you do?" He said, "I called the cops." I said, "What happened?" He said, "She had to let me back in. She had to let me in the house. She couldn't do nothing." So the bottom line was they had an apartment. They ended up calling the landlord who let him in, and that was real. And so I was like, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." He said she changed the locks on me. He came home. The locks were changed. I said, "What did you do?" He said, "I called 911. The cops came. I showed my ID. I lived there. The landlord came, opened the door, and they told her, if you got to go to the court. If y'all want a divorce or whatever, you got to go to the court system, but you can't lock them out the house." And then let her know if it was some type of violation in the state I was at the time, if she did it again. You can't do that. And I was like, whoa. So everything is different where you are. Where you are and where I'm at, two different states, everything is different.
No, but
So
that law that you're talking about, Kevin, honestly, to be honest with you, you don't have to be married. And there's a whole squatter law and everything. So even if you had just a typical roommate, once somebody's in your house over 30 days, they have rights. So I'm not disagreeing with you on the point that you're trying to make with that. But I'm just saying to you also that, it doesn't, you still, it doesn't determine, like, I don't understand you saying, like, I get, listen, and I respect that. Hey, you like, I'm not moving in with nobody unless I'm married. I personally myself will never, I'm gonna say never. I'm gonna go ahead and say never. I will never just live with anybody again. But I'm also don't feel like the determination of someone's commitment to me is with a piece of paper.
well, it's not with a piece of paper, but what it builds up to. Because my whole thing is, and I know you say people change and stuff like that, but it's not like I meet somebody on Tuesday and moving on a Wednesday. I'm just saying that, after you know somebody and of course you date and court and how many other time it's going to be, and then when you decide to say, okay, look, let's get married. Okay, now we're moving to this together, like you said. Let's get this place together. You know, you sell your place, I sell my place, we buy a place together or whatever. Which is kind of goes back to our saying when you talk about somebody with significant money. How do you do that? Like
Well, say it again.
if somebody has significant more money than you, how do you do that? Like how do you navigate that? Because if somebody has, well, what I'm saying is this: if someone has equal value of what your home is, and you said you sell your home, I sell my home, we buy something together. Okay, fine. But if some dude has a $7 million house, is he really going to sell his home? Are you really going to suggest he got to sell his $7 million mansion? And
So then what's the difference even if the money is lower? Everybody, their home, my home has a whole lot of sentimental value to me. So what
mhm,
would be the difference? But if you love each other, somebody got to give in.
mhm.
Somebody got to give in.
But if
So
okay, let me ask you a question. You find the house of your dreams, right? This is your
mhm.
dream house. You saw this house. This is your house. This is a 7 figure house. The dude you meet, his house worth 500,000. Okay, you gonna sell your dream home just to find a whole nother house to please him?
It's not about pleasing him. So here's the thing. This is just my opinion. This is how I would do it. So that we both are coming into a common space together so that we both can feel comfortable in it. And it's not like when you like my house right now that I'm in, I'm comfortable in my space. I filled every closet. And so then if someone were to come here, I would have to remove stuff to make space for them, right? And so maybe I wouldn't move enough stuff. Maybe, and then maybe not because of being selfish, maybe because this has been my space for so long, I'm a little territorial where it's like I put this here, I put that there, and I can't even function with things being somewhere else. So
Isn't
now
that
I get a
selfish?
mate. Let me finish. Now I get a mate, and it would be better if we went out and found a house together. So now we both are walking into this clean slate together, and we're figuring things out together where this is your space, this is my space, this is our space together. We're going to make this room that, make this room this, versus me removing stuff and trying to repurpose it in my current home. So, regardless of if I am in my current home and my mate is in his $1 million home right now, my suggestion would be you sell yours, I sell mine. Or you know what? If you want to keep your home and rent it out, do your thing. But we need to get a space together. And if I want to keep my home and rent it out, and we can still have the money to go purchase our new space, then that's what we do. But I
Hmm.
might, but my high level suggestion is we go get a new space together and start our new life off together in our new space. That's my suggestion.
Hmm. Hmm. But like I said, everyone's different. Um, I feel you at a certain point, but I think it was a significant amount of money you have space for that person. I mean, if I make, I don't see too many multi-million dollar houses that's gonna be full unless you got a whole bunch of, I don't know, but it depends on the situation, or the person
Check with
individually.
5 of your friends right now that might be single and have their home, and I bet you or that every space is filled. It's amazing how you even when I decluttered, I'm still like, oh my God, I can't believe every single closet is full and every single corner is packed and everything is full. And I just and like I said, I think it's a personal thing, but I know me. Um, that makes a lot of sense, Cheryl, to start off in a new space together. I really feel, thank you. I really feel you should. That way, you both are just really recreating new memories and new everything together. Um, it's just I've known like one of my male friends has been single forever, and I don't I don't want to know I don't want to use the word selfish, but he is so used to it just being him that he can't even really function when somebody else is in his space. And he's another one. His home is packed to the hill, packed to the hill. Even his second bedroom is like a closet now. And so, what do you do when you get a mate and someone has to come in his space? Is he taking all of that stuff to Goodwill? Where do you put the stuff?
It depends on if you feel that person is worth it. Do you
Some,
want the
but
stuff or you want the person?
you can feel okay. So just look, think of your current space now, Kevin. If someone had to move in, that don't even forget about it being a romantic person, whatever. If somebody had to move in, you got closet space for them?
Probably not. No.
Okay, then that's what's the difference? What's the difference? That's what I'm saying. What's the difference? So everybody, when you're living in your home is probably filled with all of your stuff and
Hmm.
it's all in your space. And it's like, I'm not saying that it's impossible for it to happen, but I'm just saying it would just make better sense if it's possible financially for the both of y'all. Y'all
Hmm.
both close out your own individual spaces and you buy a new space together. And
Hmm.
then that way, it's none of that. Well, this is mine. That's my closet. This was my space. This was it. I'm used to this being over here. Nah, y'all recreating everything together from the kitchen to your living room. And then too, if you combine spaces where it's not a whole new space altogether, if y'all combine spaces, what? Who's throwing out their living room set?
You are.
If one person is going to close their home and the other person, who's throwing out their living room? Hey, hold on,
You
P-Lo
are.
just joined the building. You already know. First of all, I'm not throwing out nothing for no man.
You
That ain't
throwing it
gonna
out.
happen. Hey, P-Lo,
What's up, baby girl?
what's up? What's up?
You didn't tell me you was coming on tonight. The day is Thursday. It's not Wednesday.
I know it's not Wednesday. Every relationship you have to make sacrifices. I totally agree. So listen, Kilo, we had a whole lot of conversation. You know, you like to come in late, but part of the conversation was one. You know, can you deal with a relationship where the woman makes more money than you?
Yeah, of
Are you
course.
gonna
Shit.
be okay with
Hell
that?
yeah. Hell yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, I could. I can deal with that. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that, sugar.
Stop walking around. Stop walking around. And
I'm
then
trying to get my
the
game
other thing is, what is the best relationship advice that anyone has ever given you?
up. Religious?
No, relationship advice.
What's the best relationship advice that anyone gave me?
Yes.
Ain't no best. I got a few. I got a whole lot, but ain't nothing best. Ain't nothing good.
Well, give me one.
Move in with me. I help you with the bill. We can help each other. We ain't doing that, sugar. I got my own bills. I take care of my bills. I ain't got no good advice. What good advice I got? Okay,
Well,
I'll
let
do
me
it.
ask. Well, no,
What
stick
good
there.
advice?
Wait,
What good advice?
stick there for 1 second. So you're saying like you would never move in with anybody. You're not doing that. You're gonna pay your bills and you're gonna let her pay hers. So what if you are in a relationship and y'all are really vibing? And she's like, look, I'm always at your place. Are you always at mine? We're wasting money. We're wasting money. Why don't we just combine this thing and move in together? What are you saying?
I'm not wasting no money. I'm paying my bills, doing what I gotta do. You're wasting money. You ain't gotta cook every night. I come home, give me a hot dog and some bump bump and call it a night. Ain't nobody wasting bill. You ain't wasting money. How you wasting money? How you wasting money? First of all, you gotta to say that you're wasting money. You supposed to know each other, like I told you a couple weeks ago. You gotta know each other. You gotta know how this woman look, how this man look at this time, at that time, at this time, and that time, and in between times, in the middle of the night. You want to wake up and say, "Oh crap, who that?" So for them to say, anyone to say you're wasting money, you gotta get those things correctly first. Otherwise, you doing what you gotta do, hoping we can combine together. Then we can save money. Maybe we can save money, but y'all women not gonna save no money because we once you get together, oh, I got more money to spend now. Ooh, y'all gonna spend more money anyway. See, I'm not saying no money. Did I answer your question?
That answered the question.
I'm sure it did.
Whatever. And listen, when you do get with someone and y'all together, there is more free cash available. So it gotta go somewhere. So let me buy my shoes.
Say that again.
When you're a couple, and
Wait.
y'all
Hold
together,
on, sister. Hold on a second.
yes.
Define couple first of all. Define that first. Give me the
I
definition of
define
couple first.
well, you and I disagree on this, but I will define couples. And this is something, you know what, Kevin, you could chime in on this because I think that see, here's the thing. People like to play around with words, and that's the thing that gets under my skin, right? They like to play around with words. But when you do couple things, I don't care what words did or did not come out of your
Say
mouth.
that.
We're a couple. So
When do
you
you come?
cannot.
Okay, that's okay. We're a couple. When do you become a couple?
That's a
No,
good
no, no, hold on,
question.
wait.
We become once
Listen,
you touch
wait.
me.
Can I say something? Can
Once
I say
you
before
touch
you,
me.
one
What?
second, before you answer that question?
Yes.
I asked you 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
No disrespect to you, homeboy. Where are the ladies here? I want to hear their outcome. I don't want to. I can't read nothing. I can't. I get my glance. I still can't. I can't read nothing. I want to see the ladies. I want to hear their outcome and their comments on the question that you're asking.
Well, we have to pull them up, and
You need
T
to
is the
pull them
only
up,
one
then.
in the conversation right now. But regardless, Paul, this is what I want to tell you. I'm gonna tell you when a
The
couple is
definition of
determined.
couple
No, no,
first.
listen to me. This is when a couple is determined. When
What
you
is a
decide to
couple?
cross that line,
Don't tell me what a couple is determined. Tell me what a couple is first. What's a couple?
a couple is two people that have come together, okay, and
Right.
agreed that they're going to share each other's world in each other's life. And once you decide to touch one another, you're a couple.
Wait. You said
Describe
That's my
touch.
definition. That's my definition.
Describe touch.
what you said? What you said? Say it again, homeboy.
Describe touch. What, holding hands?
Yeah.
A
Describe touch.
kiss? What's touch?
Describe touch what? The
Uh,
soap?
Describe touch.
Touch the soap? Touch the shoes? Touch what? What do you mean touch?
What, they took a shower in your bedroom? Like what's touch?
no,
I use the
no.
toothpaste. When I touch the toothpaste, what? Touch what?
Once y'all cross that line, once
What
y'all have
line?
touched,
You not listen. You
once
saying
y'all
things.
have
You're not giving a
shared,
definition of things you saying.
now
That's
you
the
need
problem there,
definition.
sugar. You're not giving a
You
definition of what you're saying. Touch,
you
cross.
need definition of everything.
Yes,
So
I
you need
need
Once you
sexual
have
definition.
intercourse?
once you have sexual contact, we're a couple.
Okay, so
Whoa. That's the book of Eli right there, isn't it? That's the book of Shower or Eli. What book
hold
that?
up,
See, that's
hold
that.
up, hold up.
That's that. Now listen,
So
homeboy. Listen, homeboy. That's that.
if you
Listen,
can
homeboy.
wait,
That's
if you
that
say
book.
you
That's
can
that
wait to
ladies book.
marriage to have sex, you're not a couple? I mean, like,
Nah, brother. You're not
Oh, you know
understanding,
what,
brother.
Kevin? That's good stuff. Kevin, that's good stuff. I'm glad you're awake tonight. So
Ha!
there you go. I'm
So
glad
you
you're
was
awake
asleep
tonight.
last time, Kevin? You was asleep last time?
He was
no.
asleep last time. He been asleep for a couple of weeks. I'm
Now
glad you're
listen.
awake tonight, Kevin, and I love it. So you know what? That is a good point right there. So
What
no,
was that? Sorry, Kevin.
he
Say it
said
again,
he
Kevin. Say it
defined
again, Kevin.
couple. So that's one definition. That's one definition.
Yeah,
But
I'm about to.
yes,
I'm
but
coming
here's
over
the other
Sunday.
thing. Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Let me say this to y'all too. You don't necessarily have to use the words, but y'all know when y'all have crossed the line and you become a
Oh
couple.
my
So you don't try to
God.
play it off. You don't try to play it off. You know when you cross the line. If we are together every single day, okay, you calling me babe, you calling me honey, you take me to the movies, you taking me to dinner, okay, you calling me before
I'm
work, you
taking you
calling me
shopping.
after
I'm
work,
taking you
you taking
shopping.
me shopping. That's right.
You're
Add
not
to the
paying. You're
add
not
to it.
paying gas, right? I'm
Right.
going out my way. This and that. This and
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
We a couple. We a
Let me smoke my
couple.
cigarette. Oh, don't say nothing about cigarette. Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to remove you.
Now listen. Hold on. You just finished saying you're saying. Hold on, Kevin. Now I've been dealing with this woman. I think you met her before too. From 19. I'm saying that's a long time, like 30 years. Okay. We did this, did that. As a matter of fact, I cheated on my wife with her. I try not to do this and that, so help me out. Anyway, wife gone. We still messing around. Now we're not messing around. Then we end this and that. So now come to this right now. From 1997, 96 to 2021. You call me when you need me to come and get you when I get off work to take you here and take you there and go pick this up, pick that up, so this and that. Or you can spend the night in my house. Da, da, da. But I'm telling you, I got a little thing. I'm not afraid of this. I was homeless for about a year. Circumstances went down. So now, we cool. You love me to this and that, to the unconditional, this and that, so on, blah, 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 and so on, so. But you never offered for me to come stay with you, either to pay you something or to stash my money up to this and that. You never offer any of that. I did what I do. That's what I do. That's why I say what I say. So anyway, now you still call me now to take you someplace. Can I take you here? Can I pick you this and that? I do it. Now it come to we having sex still. So you just said once you have intercourse, sexes, then we are a couple. You said that, right, sister?
I said it.
So how and we are a couple and you only call me when you need something? Because I told you years ago, and I still tell you today, you need me, I got you. If I can't get you now, I'll get you later. Some way, somehow, I'm gonna find a way to get you. I don't know how long it'll take. I'm gonna find a way to do that because we had sex 30 years ago and still haven't, but we haven't had sex about a year because of COVID anyway. So we're still a couple then? Answer that question first. Because I said that story because what you said. So I
Right.
could get the question answered from you. I'm listening.
Well, that sister right there, that's a whole nother story and a whole nother ball game. And what you have to do though is in that particular situation, she got a tie on you.
A who? A
A
tie? I got no.
tie.
I'll do all my ties away.
Well, no, she got a little noose on you because
What's that?
if you always got her back and you in a bad space and she didn't have your back when you was in a bad space, what's that about?
I know what it's about, baby. But my word is born. I said I got you. Forever.
Yeah, your word is
Only
bond, but
person can
where's
mess
her
our
word?
relationship up is you. I tell everybody
But
that.
where's her word?
My word is can't say it right. Effed up.
Yep.
But I'm gonna keep my word still though. I keep my word. Word is bond. My word is word. You need me? So. I can do it. I got time. If I'm not asleep, I'm not at
Well,
work.
she got a tie on you.
What's her tie, babe? What's that?
I mean, don't you feel that way, Kevin? How you gonna have her back 24/7, but then the minute you was down and out, she didn't have your back?
What's her
Paul,
tie? What's the meaning? What's the definition of tie? I'm sorry, y'all. In
Paul,
return.
Wait, go
I'm
Paul.
ahead,
listening.
Kevin. Go ahead, Kevin.
She's saying you whipped.
Wow. I'm a
Like
slave.
cream, you whipped. To put you on my ice cream. That what she's
Wow.
saying, you whipped.
I ain't never heard nobody tell me that shit before.
That
Wow.
what she's saying, you whipped.
That says you believe?
Got your nose open.
Oh, thank you, Tia. Well, amen and thank you, Jesus. Tia said, Paul, she doesn't see you like you see her. Come on, Tia, come through.
I
She
don't
does
see her
not.
though. I don't see Tia.
You're not going to see Tia. I gotta educate you on this. You're not gonna see her. Everybody
Why?
can't be on the podcast, dude.
Why just me
She's
and
in
homeboy got to be on all the time? Just me and him all the time.
whatever. Listen.
I'm listening. Go
Tia,
ahead. Go ahead.
Tia dropped some knowledge to you.
What she say?
She doesn't see you the way you see her. So I'm not telling you to stop being the good person that you are, but we trying to educate you and let you know that sister is not seeing you the way that you see her. If you down and out and in the gutter and she don't have your back, that's
Your
messy.
convenience.
Right this, right? That right there, right?
Your convenience.
That right there, right? Get that to
All right,
her.
listen, put your finger down. I can't
Get
with
that
you.
right. Get that to her, right?
I'm just
All right.
saying. I'm just
But yeah,
saying.
I listen. I appreciate homegirl, homeboy. This I appreciate this and that. I knew that already. I said ask you. I try to get more seeing it. Make sure. 'Cause I'm getting old. I'm getting older. Not old, older. So I'll make sure I'm still right. Oh, my mind is still right. I know this already. So I'm just trying to check myself. Usually I don't do that, but I'm doing it now. I'm gonna get a little older. So yeah, right. But I'm not gonna stop doing what I do. But what I'm gonna do, what I've been doing, I'm not gonna answer your call Boom, 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 bang. I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna. Okay, you gotta pay now, baby.
If she
Last
if
time,
she call you if she call you right now and says she needed you, you get in your car and you going over there to help her out.
no, I ain't not today, not today. Hell no, no.
Yeah, you would.
I
Yeah,
would
you
think
would.
about it. I ain't gonna lie. I think about it for about a 5 minutes, maybe a minute. I think about it.
You ain't thinking about you gonna go. She got you. She got a hold on you. You going.
And you know what? A lot of people, my friend told me years ago, to yo, she got something on there. What she got on me? The fuck? And
And let me tell you,
I
let me
think you're
wait,
right. You're
let's
probably
back
right.
up. Let's back up. She really got a hold on you because you cheated with her when you was married. That's messy.
Not really messy. It's a
Oh
long
my
story.
gosh,
We go through it.
Tia, I love you tonight.
What she
No,
said?
listen, Paul. She said she wasn't there for you at your worst, so she doesn't deserve your best. You come on now, Tia. Thank you for the words. She wasn't
Thank
there
you.
for you.
Thank you, Tia. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. And I know that.
Paul said,
But what,
"Thank you, Tia."
and so listen. So when I did the things I did, little this and this and that, that's no problem. It's $10, $20, $17 told this and that, so and so. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. But what I do is I told you before, sis, I kill people with kindness. Are you gonna know? I'm gonna let you go. I'm an outspoken person. I'm gonna say what I have to say, this and that. So I'm gonna make you miserable because she ain't call me in a while because now you gotta pay now, sugar. I got it, but what I got going to something else, my bills. So I come and get you. You gotta pay this and pay that. So and so and so and so. So now it slowed down. Matter of fact, it stopped. One time she called me like a month, 3 weeks before my birthday and said, hello, hello. I said, oh, how you doing? What's up? What you need? Oh, I just calling to say how you doing. I said, okay, cool. Click. So now she really getting it now. She thought I wasn't, because she knew all the time how I was, this and that, but I didn't show her right there because now I don't know what it is, but I'm not really thinking about it. Fuck her. I'm sorry. Ooh, I cursed again.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you
But
did. So,
I believe y'all, but she got me ripped. This is so and so. I believe that's not. She had me ripped so and so. It's not done. It's done now because it's a long story. We ain't gonna get to my personal this and that. I don't mind though, but y'all only got 10 more minutes, right? Word out.
but but my thing is, when you was with your wife and she knew, why did you even go there?
It's a long story. It complicated, not really complicated. It's easy, but we ain't got enough time.
No, but you
I
gotta
would.
help the people. Let me say this to you.
Okay,
If
okay,
they
okay,
know that,
okay, bro. I'm getting a little. I'm trying to get a little outcome. It's gonna be hard for me to do that. When I got married,
stay still, because it's
hold on.
distracting with all your movements.
I'm
Stay
sorry. When
still.
I got married, forgot how old I was. I was younger than I am now, and I was out there. I deal with this woman, that woman. I deal with several women, and I met my wife, which is from Jersey, and she like I settled down like okay. Out of all the women I deal with, this one here is legit. She's not married. She don't have a boyfriend. She don't have a baby daddy. She works. She not on welfare. She doing her thing. She got a car. So she in church. Her mother, father, uncle, sister, everything in church. Yo, let me leave these other ones alone. Let me try this. Let me think about it first. And I did it. And we thought about this. And I got married. But now, what I didn't know was getting married to a woman that works, got her own car, own bills, and into church and family into church, deacon and reverend and that. You don't see them. She live in Jersey. They live in Jersey. She moved to New York with me when we got married. Moved in with me. So now every Sunday, definitely. Then you got Wednesday, and don't forget Monday and Tuesday. Different this and that for the church. So wifey ain't ever there. So now husband is working this job up in Dobbs Ferry, then come back. and I got 2-3 hours to go to 42nd Street at the post office to work from 12 to 8 to get up to go back to Dodge Ferry to work again. I'm not seeing my wife. Now the weekends come. We got the weekend, we got the anniversary, the songs, and this and that. My wife never there. So the person I am, and I was trying to change it, which I did change, but now I'm changing back now because I'm not getting the attention that I need because I'm a woman's man. I'm with this woman, that woman, so and so, and this and that, every night, this and that. So now I stop, and I'm not getting it. So, and I'm young now. So, what you think gonna happen, sugar? I'm gonna backslide, and I'm not scared to admit it. I backslid, and I slid all the way. And when she asked me, I didn't lie, and I told her. Now the religious lady came to a stabbing lady, got the knife, and I ran for my life because I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to go to jail, and that. I ain't trying to get stabbed either. And that's how the case went. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So you're not there, and I'm doing it. I got dinner ready. Tells me, oh, I'm not coming home because da. The church don't need the morning, and I understood all that. Okay, cool. I dealt with that for a minute. But being the person I am, sister, you know how I am. I just finished telling y'all too. How long do y'all think I'm gonna last? Like we talked about a couple weeks ago. If you in love with somebody and the sex is not right, how long you think that marriage is gonna last? Somebody gonna strive out to the woods. And I went to the woods. I went to the O's. I could have went all the way, but I went halfway. It was right next door. And I think that, you know what I'm saying? So that answered the question for a couple weeks ago, and the question I'm telling you, the answer, the conversation I'm telling you right now about me backsliding will have a good purpose of doing it because she was
Okay,
never
so that's good stuff, and I appreciate your honesty. But
yeah,
let
I'm
me
always
ask
honest,
you
baby.
this: before you went to the woods, before you backslid, did you have a conversation with her and say, "Look, I'm missing you. I need you. I
Hell
never
yeah.
see you."
Hell yeah. Especially on the 30th day of the month. When she can't go to work, when that thing comes, I'm right there. I'm late for work. She gotta squeeze my back, my toes, my ankles, my feet, and my hands. Like, oh shit, I gotta be right there and get the warm milk and all that. I'm there. I'm there. I'm driving to work on week. Listen, I work Monday through Friday. So Friday I'm doing my thing. So I'm hanging out in the house outside where I'm coming out so and now I gotta get up early in the morning to wash up and get myself and breath together and shower and get on my Sunday best to drive to church with her car, my car, to her mother parents' church in Jersey from Manhattan. So and I'm right here like I got what was I got her? I got her a little switch, something to tap me when I fall asleep. I know I'm falling asleep. I wouldn't sleep like 4 hours ago. But we was good with that. And I did that thing. So I'm saying I went to church, I did the thing, I did my thing, I did the thing with her, this and that, the family thing, this and that, so all that. What was the point I was trying to make? I'm sorry. I'm getting
Because
into
you
it
went
now.
all the way to the left. All I asked you was, did you talk to her?
Yeah, right. I did, yeah, I talked to you. I did. I talked to her. I said, yo, this is what I do, so. But know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna still do my thing. I'm gonna do your thing too. We're gonna do it together. I'm coming to church with you. I'm gonna go to Atlantic City on the church trip, so this and that. So I'm gonna do all that. I did all that. I'm doing all that. I'm doing it, and I did it, and I did it. It hurted. I was hurting, but I did it. But still, she's not there Wednesday. She's not there Sunday. And don't forget Monday, the church meeting. And then Tuesday, they gotta collect the other money for the church meeting for Monday.
So let's cut to the chase here. So you was missing her sexually. You claim you
No,
spoke
no,
to
no, wait, wait,
her.
wait, 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 wait. I'm missing her periods as my
Okay.
wife, sexually and being there in the house.
Okay.
And I believe that she was dead wrong. You didn't really think about it. You know what I'm jeopardizing, what I'm throwing away to just do me and you. I was a cop then too. So now I need your support to keep me out of the streets and away from these women that know where I live, that's knocking on my door every other day. No, but I'm married now. You know what I'm saying? This, but you're not there. So then you're not there. You know this happening. Where you think the wolf gonna go? But I'm holding it down for that pretty tall yellow baby next door. Oh my God. I wear her down. And now she wearing me down. And now, long story short.
Your advice, Kev?
What? What?
I
I ain't got no advice on that one. What?
Well, then, yeah, well, then I
Or
guess
what
I
he
got to
did?
step in. I was hoping, Kev, you was gonna step in and give some good advice here, and
I'm
and,
not.
and you
Look,
and
look.
you.
The bottom line is this: he got married. They, I guess, had a conversation. I don't agree with. I don't agree with him creeping because you should have sat down. But there's an old saying: "What you won't do, somebody else will." You got to pay attention to your home. You got to pay
Yeah,
attention. You have to pay attention to your home.
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Man or woman. Unless you out there grinding, getting that money. I understand going to church, but you and we put God first, but you don't put the church in front of your family. I don't see. You know what I mean? He's going to church with her, and you're not home.
Right, right.
So you're leaving that door open for somebody to walk through.
And know what I do when I'm living downtown in Harlem, right there in the dead in Harlem, so and so on. A woman knocking on the door, calling so and so. You know all of this, and I'm turning her down. Listen, I'm good, baby. I just got married. Well, yeah. So, but you still doing your thing. I understand that too. I'm not knocking what you do to church. I'm not knocking that. But you need not to knock this shit that I was doing and what I'm doing, stop doing to do this. And I had a party. I had a party for her birthday. Her parents, my parents, my people, everybody came. I made everything, all type of food. Everybody, older, everybody came there. Yo, they just and that's before anything went down. But then it went down like it kept going and going and going. Like, yeah, I'm not coming out there. You got your own car. I'm going to bed. I gotta get up in the morning. I got 2 more jobs to go to, and like and come back. You got this. You ain't got enough money to pay this, but the congregation they pay the money to your pops and your mother to the church to get to you to pay your bills. But I ain't got nobody to pay my bills. I gotta get them overtime. And still gotta get mine what I'm not getting from you. But I'm good with that. I take it to the videotape. But how long am I gonna do that? And I'm married. So I did everything I possibly do and kept my word. And then when she asked me, I told her, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, baby, what you expect? I did not told you. I told you we talk this what it is. That's why again back 2 weeks ago when I told y'all about marriage and its sex. Sex got a lot of things to do with sex and appearance. You gotta be there. I need to see you, baby, without your braids in your hair. I need to see you without that sexy clothes on. I want to see you when you get up in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning without being scared. Before I get married to you, to death be me part. I won't be death be part of you. Look like the werewolf of London on this. Jesus Christ. Like look at me, look at me right now. Look at me. See me? I'm good for 2 weeks like this. I'm good. Tomorrow I'm gonna look a new mother. Word up. But you don't want to see me like you want to see me like this and the person I am. I'm still the same person. But my look gonna look different tomorrow. I'm gonna look much prettier.
Well, listen, I will
So
say
to
this
all the
to you.
ladies out there, get with the person that tell you the truth, and don't forget to answer questions, ask questions, and answer questions, and be true. Be true to the question you ask and answer. You lie, everything gonna be effed up. I
Yes,
keep telling you out there.
yes, that I agree with. That I
Exactly.
agree with. But can I tell
Listen,
you
babe,
this
I need
though?
this, I need this, I
Unfortunately,
need that. You can do this, you do that. I appreciate it, I love that. But I need you after you do that, when we do this and do that, we need to do this.
let
Not
me tell
now.
you though, unfortunately, a lot of people don't respond truthfully to the questions, and like you said, that's where everything gets messed up. So
Exactly.
I'm going to
But
say,
what you need? What you talking about? So we can't get married. No, baby. I've been 5 months with nothing. I'm good. I go to the videotape for 5 months. I want to cut the. I can't afford the internet, the Wi-Fi no more. I want to see my baby, my wife. I want to cut that $70 bill off and be with my wife for at least a minute. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
but let me say this to you. One, I want to say this, that I think I understand your explanation of what happened, right, with you and the wife.
But you
But
don't agree. You
I
don't agree to it. You said
no, let me say this. I think that maybe there needed to be more conversation
it was a
around
lot of
how much
conversation. It's a lot with her,
it
her mother, her father, her sister. With
no,
them,
but it needed to be between y'all two.
we did that too. We did. Listen, I did everything. Trust me, sister. Everything. Did it. Everything.
Well, you know what? It's just, and you know what? I gotta say this. Sometimes things are just not meant to be. And
Oh,
maybe with you and her, it would just wasn't meant to be. But the fact
no.
that you stepped out didn't help situation either. But let's get to
Well,
baby girl, that you the fact that you went and you did it with someone else did not help your situation. But let's talk about baby girl that did it with you. She's messy too for getting with you, knowing that you were married.
but listen. No. What? How can I say? What's the word I can say? She what she did is give me the word. I can't find the word right now. She showed me what I
You
was
was
doing.
missing.
No. Hold on. She showed me what I was doing. She showed me what my wife was doing. She showed me what I wasn't doing, which is not too much, and what she wasn't doing. And I like, ah, 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 ah. She kept showing me, and tell me, like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm listening now. I'm listening, getting through my head, like, word.
So she
So
was
how?
being a counselor. Get out of here. I'd
Yeah,
rather tell I'd rather
yeah.
you tell me the
She
truth
been
and
a
I deal with
counselor.
that, and
She
I
been,
can
you can
make a
say that.
decision then
You can
for
say,
you
she
to
been
lie
a
to for
counselor,
you to lie to.
and
Yes.
she was let
Go
me
ahead.
see what was going on and what I wasn't getting, what I deserved, and what I expected, and what I wanted, but I wasn't getting because this and that. And you still
But
trying.
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Once another person gets in your ear, a couple needs to be a couple. And when I say that, I mean everything that happens should stay between those two. Once somebody else gets in one other party's ear, that's when things really get messy. You
Okay,
can't have nobody else
okay.
in your ear.
So why we having this conversation right now, sister? Because you get in my ear right now, right, homeboy?
Because I'm supposed to and I can because I am your sister. But I'm
Okay, so
telling
who?
you, no. Listen. I'm telling you, if you have a girlfriend and some other chick is trying to tell you what your girl is or is not doing and what she's not doing right and wrong, that is none of her business. No third party needs to be in your situation.
So I need to hang up right now. Then let me hang up then. How what a button to hang up
I'm
there?
not just anybody. I'm your sister. So no, you do not need to hang up. You better stay on the line and hear what I got to say. Do you have my t-shirt on today?
Yeah, sugar.
Ah,
Keep on my shit. Relax.
so so I mean, we can go deeper into this conversation, but it's late. And this is
I'm
how I
coming
want
over
to
Sunday.
talk.
I'm going. We're going to church Sunday. The evening service. I'm
Yeah,
not going to the
okay,
morning service. The
yeah,
evening service.
you better come early.
No, no,
But
no. I'm going to evening service. I got to go to upstate to something else. I got to go to Atlantic City tomorrow. No, I got Atlantic City Saturday. I go work tomorrow. Saturday, Atlantic City. Sunday,
tomorrow's
upstate.
Friday.
Yeah, I get paid tomorrow. Okay.
All right, we get paid tomorrow.
I got to pay the bills too. I ain't got no
We
money.
get paid tomorrow.
No, I get paid. We don't get paid. See that whole boy heard that? We get paid. No, I get paid. You get paid
I
Thursday. I get
already
paid
know.
Friday.
We get
Yeah,
paid
we get paid
tomorrow.
No,
tomorrow.
I
We get
get
paid
paid.
tomorrow.
I get paid tomorrow.
We get
No, me
paid
and yeah,
tomorrow.
no, me and Paul get paid. That's it. Anybody else?
And we and homeboy, we gotta pay our bills tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
and get some more
Your girl,
gas.
Light,
listen,
gas, Mastercard,
I get a
Visa.
haircut. I get a haircut.
your girl is part of your bills. You got to factor her in. But that's a
Right?
conversation for another day. Your girl is
Word up.
factored in your bills. Word, word.
We need
The
to know the
game,
How much?
definition.
How much is Starbucks?
We
How
need to
much
know
is
the
Starbucks?
definition.
Tea?
Huh?
I'm a
You know
cash
what?
app. Use the Starbucks tea money.
Who me? You still owe me some money?
I'm a cash app her the Starbucks tea money. That's what I'm gonna do.
What
What?
about me?
Three
I need
twenty
some money too,
five.
homeboy. I need some money. I
oh
need some
my
shorts
God.
too. I need a little something too.
All right, listen, guys, it's late. We're going to
It's
close
not late. What
out.
time is it?
It's late. I got to get up early. I got my CrossFit class in the morning. We're going to close out. So, this is how we're closing out tonight. We had a discussion on money. We had a discussion on religion. I asked the question, what is the best relationship advice that you ever received from an individual? Relationships are a beautiful thing. They can become complicated, but I think the only way they become complicated is if you don't communicate your true feelings. And also, too, if one person is more vested in the relationship than the other person, that's not a good thing. But, Kev, how would you like to close tonight out? And Tia, thanks for hanging with us.
Hey Tia, can't see you, but want to be you.
Go ahead, Kev.
Just search for people like minded like you. I think that it'd be much easier. Not saying you can't be open minded, but just people who have they may not have your goals, but they have goals. They have certain characters and morals about them. I think that's what it is. Certain characters more, and so if that person is a person who would, you know, um, do the same thing you would do, then that's the like-minded person to be with.
You gotta get that together before you get married.
What happened?
He forgot to say you gotta get that together before you get married. Before you come
Yes,
one. Get that
yes.
shit got to be together.
That's before
You don't do it.
relationship. You got to get with like-minded people before you
Right.
decide that we gonna do this together and start. You got to be on the same page. If you're into praying and they're not, it's not gonna work out. If
So I
you're
pray to
into
God. I pray all the time. I pray, man. Listen, let me ask you a question, Kevin, before we go. Give me a second, baby. Have you ever have a woman or you ever heard a man or another woman say to you, y'all dealing with them, y'all dealing with each other for years, this and that if I gotta get a job, Buster, listen, y'all can hear me good?
Yes.
If I gotta get a job, then I don't need a man.
I've heard that.
Well, I thought the only hold up. I thought word, I thought the only person that heard that shit. I bugged out at word. Know what I did? I got a job with me. Now what? I laid back like this with some grapes in my hand. You still don't need me? But that's some bull crap though, right? Come on. You heard that. So
Oh, you know what? Those people live in their world, and I don't live in that world. I mean, because to me, the ultimate goal is to find that sugar daddy or whatever. I'm not him.
right.
Because if you say something like, "If I got to get a job, then I don't need a man,"
Right.
obviously that's your ultimate goal. Your goal is financial.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah.
The goal is financial. It ain't about his personality. It ain't about his morals or values. It's about his wallet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's that. Some people will deal with that. They rather have the penthouse and living somewhere else, and they just don't want to work.
See, I went through it. Well, what I did is I said, you know what? So it's so good, and I so enjoyed them toes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get you a job and see what you say then. And we still together. But she still wants this. I don't get it. I got to pay my cell bill. And matter of fact, this is the time when what the first cell phone that was? What's the first cell phone? The little jump offs, like $100 a minute.
It's about the mobile. It's about the
The first mobile phones is like $100 a minute with the little
I ain't talking about the shucks.
Ultima, some shit like what was it?
Yeah, I ain't talking about mobile. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
god,
yeah. I had to pay.
Motorola phones.
Cellular One. Tia
No,
says Cellular
the
One.
first one. It's like
Is it
little like this.
Cellular One? Was it Cellular One?
No, it wasn't that. No, it was some Ultima, something. The first one before the army phones. The first cell phone, the Ultima, OMIT, something like that. It's like $100 a minute.
But what
Anyway, I
about
had
it?
that. Anyway, I had that, and my bill like a $500. Did she have her house phone bill? And let me put this in. I'm working every day. You're not, and you're on public assistance. You can help. You get a public help. You get my tax fund money. So she wanted me to help her pay it. I'm complaining about, damn, I gotta get the $500 up to pay this bill, and I did it. And I found out for her sister that she's pissed off that I did it. That she want me to pay her. That no, she wanted to to pawn something to get the money to pay her bill. So before I went to work, I worked 311 then. So when I went to work, we live right next door. Before I went to work, let's go. We gonna go. I took 3 patients to go pawn the thing, just in that whatever she had to pawn. I can't remember. But I heard from her sister told me that she was pissed off that I didn't help her pay it, but I paid my $500 bill. That shit sound crazy, right?
Well, we have to get into that later because
No, I'm saying I
there's
just said it to say that he said that they say that the woman is just there for financial wise. You say this, so I forget what I was saying. I forgot what.
yeah,
Anyway,
you forgot you tired. It's time to go.
I'm not
And
tired.
and you
I'm up
gotta
now. I
and
gotta wash some
you
clothes
gotta
now.
watch the character of the people that you meet.
That was 20 years ago. I got it already. I'm good.
You good? All
Good.
right. All right. I'm
Home
glad you're
alone.
good. So we're closing out, my brother. And this is what I want to say to you. I want to say to you this,
So who?
that
Him or me?
to
Or her?
you, to
Not her.
you.
Not her.
No, Tia is good. I'm talking to you. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready,
All right.
baby.
All right. First of all, I want to say this, that you have to, at this stage in the game, you should only engage with people where, when I say equal, I'm not talking about financially or anything like that, but I'm just talking about emotionally also. Engage with people that are going to, give you back what you're giving them on some particular level. It should be a give and take. It shouldn't be
Amen.
a take situation,
That ain't happening. That's
because
in the
that's
ice age.
not a
That's in the
good
ice age, baby.
friendship.
That's not happening. That's in the
That's
ice age.
not
That's
a
not
good
going.
friendship.
It's going. That's in the ice age. It's not going down no more.
Okay, got you. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you for Relationship Thursdays that usually happen on Wednesdays. I enjoyed I enjoyed my time. Thank you for showing, love to me by wearing my t-shirt. I love it.
Suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it.
Oh, the gray head diva. Much appreciated. Thank you for coming in and joining the conversation. We will see you next Wednesday. And if y'all have time tomorrow night, I'm interviewing at 8 p.m. A beautiful young lady that went through a situation and just triumph through it, and with the courage. And she had a situation, an accident that she was in, where she got burned over a major portion of her body, and she's just telling her story and how she just overcame everything, and now uses makeup in a positive way, to just build herself up and put herself back out there to the world. So it's going to be a great interview. I hope everybody can join me 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Love you guys. Thank you
That's
for
Friday.
stopping by.
Listen, I'll call you back,
Yes.
baby. I'll call you back there. All right, no problem.
Okay, call me back.
All right,
I'll talk to
homeboy.
you later.
All
All
right,
right, he's
later.
saying bye, Kev. All right,
All right,
guys.
later.
Bye. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Tia. Bye.